Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
The chairperson for Banyabindi community, Mijumbi Wilson, has told UBC TV that they have lived a homeless life since 1952 when government gazetted Queen Elizabeth National Park, leaving many without land for shelter or farming.
We are here because we are not happy the way government has handled our problem. In 1952, our parents were chased away from the Queen Elizabeth National Park when they were creating it. When we took refuge in the footmarks of Rwenzori, after 12 years, Rwenzori also came and invaded us, killed our people, grabbed our property, grabbed our land.
They have called on government to arrange resettlement as pledged by the head of state.
We went and accused the government in the Equal Opportunities Commission. The Equal Opportunities Commission made a decision in favor of the Banyabindi and said government should settle the Banyabindi as it did for the Basongora.
Other Banyabindi members expressed concern over challenges including poor health, hygiene, and political exclusion.
The people that had intended to stand for member of parliament sit in Bukonzo County East, and because of other challenges and discrimination and marginalization, a team of my contenders failed me.
Our dissatisfaction against the state-inspired marginalization of our community. As you have heard very many other people who have spoken about this subject, we are here to fight for our land rights as the Banyabindi community.
Responding, Kasese RDC, Lieutenant Joy Walsimbi urged the community to remain peaceful.
Request them just to be patient. This is a process. If they say that the president gave them land, it is a process. He will not tell them, he didn't tell them lies. He will, but it needs patience, not forcing things to happen.
Well, that is a story of the Banyabindi community, one of the minority ethnic groups in Uganda who say that they have faced marginalization. And they are in studio with us away from the story to actually speak. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. But good morning, Uganda. Thank you so much for joining the show. And if you've just joined us, you're welcome. If you started the show with us, thank you so much for sticking around and being on the show. The number to engage is 0709-602-592. It's the WhatsApp number for you to ask your question or share your opinion. My name is Julie Nantaba Musisi, and in studio with me is Mr. Mijumbi Bitamazire Wilson, who is the chairperson Banyabindi community, as well as Benuza Jen Atenyi, who is the coordinator of the Banyabindi community. Good morning, Mr. Mijumbi.
Good morning, madam.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Atenyi.
Good morning, dear.
How are you?
I'm fine,
Thank
dear.
you so much for coming.
Thank
Let's
you.
start with you, Mr. Mijumbi. Tell us the story. What displaced the Banyabindi from their ancestral land?
What displaced the Banyabindi in their ancestral land, first of all, it was the government of the Bazungu who were ruling this Uganda, the other 1952. 1952, our parents were removed from the land, and they created a national park, which is called Queen Elizabeth National Park. Then our parents took refuge in the footmarks of Mount Rwenzori. Then, after 12 years, then the Rwenzururu came and invaded the Banyabindi, killed the Banyabindi, grabbed the property, grabbed land. After grabbing land, then we were chased away. We scattered in the whole district. We scattered. We got some camps at the south headquarters, that is the county, sub-counties, in some trading centers. Others went as far as Kabarole district, that is Great Kabarole. Others went to Busenyi. Others went to Rubirizi. Others went to Chenjojo. So we are scattered like that. We are even living in the district in small groups. We can't even make an LOC. Now, from that, when this government of our beloved President Yoweri Museveni came in, so we came to request that since we were disturbed by the government and the Rwenzururu, let the government help us and reset us, give us some land where to stay. Then from there, we engaged the government officials, including His Excellency the President. One time, we met with him in Mwea Safari Lodge. He told us he was going to help us. Then from there, because of his many commitments, he never took the what. He never did what he told us. We followed him up to Nakasero. He again handed us over to Brigadier Valia and said, "This one will be will bring you your problems to me." After a short time, then he assigned him duty as an ambassador in South Sudan. Then from there, we were cut off. We could not get time of getting him. Then from there, when we failed, we traveled to very many government officials, including that of the Prime Minister, including of the Attorney General, including of Minister of Justice, but nothing was done. And what we did, we said, no, now let's choose the government. We went to the Equal Opportunities Commission. Then the case lasted for 2 years. After 2 years, then it was decided in the Banyabindi's favor. Then from there, the order said that let the Banyabindi be settled within 12 months. Then from 12 months to date, it is now 6 years. Nothing's done. So of recent, we said, no, what else can we do? Then we failed again the way to approach our parent, the president. We could not get time. There is no way we can get him, because even the leaders from Kasese, no one talks about us. They don't support us. When we talk to them, they don't support us. They can't even listen to us. So that's why we say no. Now, since the president has a representative in Kasese, the RDC, let's go and camp there and make a peaceful demonstration that maybe our dear president will hear our voice and then come to our rescue. Now, from there, we are now in a camp, but not all of us. Some of us, because we are many, we are over 1,500 who are camping at the RDC office at Kasese. Now, we are there, but we are being a bit threatened that we should vacate the place because this and that may happen. But for us, we say no. We want this matter to reach our president because he's our man. And we also support him. All these years, we have been supporting NRM with the president. We don't fail to support him. Even those leaders of Kasese who don't support us. For us, because of NRM, we said no, let's forget this one, but let's support them because of what? Of NRM. We're supporting them.
Right. That is Mr. Mijumbi Bitamazire Wilson, who is the chairperson of the Banyabindi community, and they are here to speak into the matter of the fact that they are seeking government intervention for resettlement of their land. Now, coming to you, Benuza Jen.
Yes, Madam.
What impact has this had on the Banyabindi community since it took place in 1952?
Thank you so much. Once again, I'm Benuza Jen Ateny, the coordinator for the Banyabindi Kasese district and other people at regional level in the 5 districts of Kasese. One of the impacts is that due to the displacement of the Banyabindi community, we have failed to get very many rights as other people are getting. For example, after being displaced, we are landless. We cannot achieve most of the programs that the government is offering to other people in Kasese. We cannot make an LC1. Politically, we cannot stand. Myself, I tried 2016 to stand as the chairperson in Kasese district. I failed because of numbers. The other time, 2021, I was contesting for MP, Kasese municipality. I failed because of the numbers. There are another things that we don't have much finances to educate our children because we are landless. We all believe in agriculture. We cannot practice agriculture because we don't have land. And another thing is that us who are marginalized, we are being intimidated in other programs because we don't have representatives there. Go to the district civil service. Most of the Banyabindi community are not there because in most cases the public service is being headed by the majority tribe who are the Bakonjo. So most of us, the Banyabindi, we got chances of our parents doing a makatara. They go to look for green pastures and other pose gardens. We have people who are educated in the Banyabindi community, but we don't access jobs because we don't have a voice. Another thing is that even when you go to hospitals, most of our people, unless you use a name of the major tribe, the Bakonjo, you cannot get the health services the way others are getting. And that one has caused most of the Banyabindi being assimilated to the Bakonjo tribe. You find parents now naming their children Bakonjo names, so that they can also access some of the benefits from our community. There are other things that poverty in the Banyabindi community is a lot because we don't have accessibility to most of the basic needs. May play our cry. We are praying that His Excellency Kaguta Museveni, our beloved president, our parent, to intervene in the resettlement of the Banyabindi. Once we are settled, we know with Almighty God we are serving, we shall get all the benefits that others are benefiting.
All right. Could you just please elaborate more on the effects of not having land in your community?
Yeah. Let me continue. Okay, some of other effects because of being landless, as I said, all the basic communities, we don't have land, shelter, sometimes even water. We are squatters. Most people are on the camps. Others are in Mhocha, others are in Nyabirongo, others are in Kamwenge, others are in Chibito. So like they were just scattered, and a few of us who had parents that could work a makatara, that could go to shambas of other people to dig and get money, we access some education. Then another thing is that the girl child education in the Banyabindi is not accessed because of lack of fees, and at the age of 12, one is forced into marriage, such that they can get some dowry to pay for the boy child. And another thing is that because of being landless, most girls in the Banyabindi community were forced to be married by the Bakonjo, so that they can get some assistance from there. But even when that happens, when it is time of sharing the cake, they say, being married to a Mukonjo, are you a Mukonjo? No, you still remain marginalized. So another thing is that in our district, when they are celebrating most functions, they only recognize the major. For example, the last function we had in Kasese on the Labor Day, they only recognize the Bakonjo. And remember, also there, as the indigenous people of Kasese, they don't recognize us. But they only use us when they know that something will benefit them. For example, when it is time of elections, they use us to at least vote from us, because they know to us we speak one language, NRM. So they are good at using us to at least for them what they want. But when it is time for sharing, they don't come to us. They don't even want to know that we live in that district.
Right.
Yes.
Let me come to you, Mr. Wilson. How has this landlessness impacted the culture and language of the Banyabindi?
Almost the Banyabindi language is disappearing, because we are, you find a house, one family, one house surrounded by 20. The children who are born are forced to speak Lukonjo, because all these many children of the Bakonjo attract that one, and then they also speak Lukonjo. Now, this is the problem we have. Another problem we have is that we are requesting if government could get us a place where also to stay together, as it did for our fellow Basongora. That one would help us. Because we are scattered in the whole district. You find one house there, another one there, another one here. Then that's the way we stay.
Right, yes, please.
Yeah, I'd like to add on the culture. When the government gazetted the Queen Elizabeth National Park, some of our sites were taken, and we no longer go to practice or to reach those important areas where we could go kuhongera ebintu byaitu ebinyakulio. For example, at Chikorongo tuinaho enyindo zensi, the nose of the earth, we do not access. We also have other cultural sites in Queen Elizabeth National Park that we don't access. So like our culture, we don't even celebrate at the end of the year or annually, because we tried to celebrate in 2014 when we were remembering our people who were killed by Renzuru people after all those many years, the 50 golden. We were intimidated by the major. That's why do you celebrate? And we had never celebrated any cultural day. It was the first of it said, no, enough is enough. Let's come out and speak ourselves so that we can get some assistance. Let the government know that we are there, we're intimidated. Our culture is coming to extinction, but we're intimidated. That's when even people died in Wundibujo, in Kasese. That's when the big war escalated in Kasese. Then from that day we said we should not celebrate any other day in the Banyabindi. So that let's fight, let's pray. When we also recognize and settled, we shall resume in our culture and get back to our norms.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Mijumbi.
During that time, we are also going to be killed, almost all of us. But what helped us was the RDC called the Captain Mwesigi. He deployed the police, he deployed the army, then those ones made us succeed that function. Otherwise, if he could not do that, they would kill all of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, as we begin to bring this conversation to a close, what concrete solutions are you asking for now?
What we are asking for, we are requesting our dear president, our parent, that he should know that we are also there in Kasese. We are suffering. We were asking him kindly, as his children and as his supporters, to set us so that we also get comfortable. Otherwise, we are not okay, we are segregated, we are not peaceful, and if he does that for us, we shall really continue supporting him, me, mpaka last.
All right. Yeah. And coming to you, Jen, yes, in your perspective, what practical role do you think the government or other entities, plus even the national park authorities, can play in supporting this cause, in helping you resettle in education and livelihoods altogether?
Thank you so much, Madam. I'm praying the President of Uganda to look into our issue. This is an issue that he knows and has been talking about it. I pray that he should implement. And after implementing, everything will be done. Then to Wildlife Authority, I'm praying that a memorandum of understanding should be made so that we can access our sites and practice our culture. Then to other government officials, like those in the programs of NADS, programs of Parish model, programs of women empowerment, they should come to our rescue so that we can also access those programs and also benefit like others, so that our income at household level can also increase and be able to access the basic needs.
Right. Thank you very much, Atenyi Jen Benuza. One final remark from the chairperson of the Banyabindi community.
Thank you very much. We are requesting His Excellency the President to do what he did for the Basongora and what he did for the Bennett in Eastern. They even helped them and carved some land from the national park and gave them land. And for us, when they were settling the Basongora, for us they just wrote on paper that the Basongora, the government technical team identified the land that this one should be, say, for the Banyabindi, this one for the Basongora. They even settled some of the Bakonjo, the cultivators. But for us, we are left out. This is a high time that we request His Excellency to intervene in our problem.
Right. It's we are bringing this to a close, but Benuza, in a second, yes.
When he went to Rakitura to meet the president, the Bakonjo asked for the king, the Basongora the land, the Banyabindi land. They gave the Bakonjo the king, the Basongora land to us where we remained in the books. So this is the time for His Excellency, our father, to also give us land and resettle like others. Thank you so much.
All right, that kind plea has been given to you, the President of Uganda, and that has been a conversation that we've been having with the Banyabindi community, represented by Mr. Mijumbi Bitamazire Wilson, who is the chairperson of the Banyabindi community, as well as Benuza Jen Atenyi, who is the coordinator of the Banyabindi community. Thank you so much for watching UBC TV. Up next is GMU Tourism Express. And speaking of tourism, I look forward to GMU Tourism Express actually exhibiting the culture of the Banyabindi. It would be nice to learn more about their culture, language, artifacts, and everything about their livelihoods. Good morning, Uganda.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Taxation is a bit complicated, and the only way to demystify it and make it as easy to understand and to comply with is through engagement. Is there a limit to the number of cars a returning citizen is bringing into Uganda? Who has paid the excise duty on this water is not the supermarket which has sold you this bottle at 1,000. It's not the business. It is the man who is going to drink this water. We strongly believe that it will only be through such constructive engagement that we'll be able to broaden our tax base and build our country together.
Buza Commissioner. Now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Buza Commissioner.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Our preacher and thankful God for the new day. Today we are coming in live with a very interesting topic, which is exploring Rubirizi district. Having a conversation with our guest was just breathtaking, and I'm so excited for this one because you are just yet to find out so much more that you didn't know that has been in this area. I'm getting to learn about the transparent lakes. I'm getting to learn about more than 110 crater lakes. I'm getting to learn about a swamp in the shape of Africa, the 2 lakes that are in the shape of Africa. Let me not spoil for you. You're going to hear in from the guest himself. Well, thank you for choosing UBC. My name is Zakia Lucky. With me is a private lecturer. He's also an explorer, which is why we just have so much plenty of beautiful things to share with you. And he's also a nature community guide who goes by the names of Mr. Katusime Marcellus. Good morning, sir.
Very good morning, my dear sister.
Yes.
Marcel, private lecturer, the lecturer who lectures a lecture of nature by nature. Straight from Rubirizi, the power of Uganda, and Uganda, the power of Africa. I'm extremely happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. I like how you explained what is on your shirt, sharing with us the map of Rubirizi, being the pearl of Uganda, and Uganda being the pearl of Africa.
Yeah, we started that initiative of saying that, of showing the entire world that Rubirizi is the pearl of Uganda, and Uganda is the pearl of Africa. Churchill said Uganda is the pearl of Africa, but Marcel, private lecturer, has come out with his group to show the whole country and people in tourism sector that Rubirizi is the pearl of Uganda and Uganda is the pearl of Africa. By bringing out good examples, tourism attractions that can give us a clear evidence that which shows that Rubirizi is the part of Uganda. As you said, when you see my shirt here, this is the map of Rubirizi.
In green, yes.
In green. This is the map of Rubirizi. This is the map of Uganda, and this is the map of Africa. Why are we saying that Rubirizi is the part of Uganda? In the map of Rubirizi, we have 5 tourism attractions which are in the shape of the map of Africa, which you can't find anywhere all over the world. So that's what proves that we have adventured them to show that Rubirizi is the part of Uganda. What makes us to be the part of Uganda? 1, we have 110 craters. But on top of that, I'll go straight to what makes us to be the part of Uganda. We have adventured that we have 5 features which are in the shape of the map of Africa. 1, we have Lake Nkugute, which has been known by some very many people. And I have adventured. Where you stand on that spot, I have made an itinerary. Where you stand on that spot, and you see the lake in the shape of the map of Africa with your naked eyes, leave alone the drone something. That itinerary, we have designed it. It's called African Shaped Itinerary, and we are launching it on 11th August, the coming month.
When you say African Shaped Itinerary, what do you mean?
African Shaped Itinerary, it is an itinerary with 5 features which you have to see when you come to adventure, when you come to tour Rubirizi with Marcel private lecture. These are the unique tourism attraction that we have adventured. 1, there is Lake Nkugute. It has been there. And the one you are seeing there, it is a lake called Lake Nyungu. It is a green lake. It is in the shape of the port. This is the channel called Kazinga Channel, which joins Georgia and Edward. And it is the boundary of Rubirizi and Kasese. But briefly, on what I told you, very many people have been knowing Nkugute. It is in the shape of the map of Africa. That's fine. But we have also adventured where you stand and you see it with the naked eyes. Like on 11th August, we shall take you there. You stand on top of the hill. You take a picture when the lake is behind you, and you put it in your house. You say, yes, on 11th August, I was there, and I also took a picture. Then recently, in 2 months back, I also adventured another lake called Lake Karia. It is in the shape of the map of Africa. It is found in Katerera, Katanda sub-county. It is in the shape of the map of Africa, opposite of Lake Nkugute. It has that horn of Somalia, that part of South Africa, all, but in opposite of Nkugute. Then I have also, in the African shaped itinerary, I have also another twin swamp. That twin swamp, one is called Rutunguru, another one is called Champeyo. That Champeyo, that one, Champeyo has got a forest in the middle, and that forest is in the shape of the map of Africa, with the Kasumoro Madagascar as you are seeing it there. So, as I have designed that itinerary, African shaped itinerary, when you come to adventure or to tour Rubirizi with Marcel private lecture, you see what other people can't show you. You see what you can't find anywhere. Then on top of that, as I told you 3 things, I have also adventured that when you come to Rubirizi, our elephants, almost 50 to 60%, the relativeness, their ears, they are in the shape of the map of Africa.
Okay.
In Rubirizi, when you come to adventure or to tour with Marcel, the type of fish that we have, the fish called tilapia, in Rubirizi, in Runyaruguru, we call it engege. It has a bone which is in the shape of the map of Africa. I have also adventured it. This is the bone which is found in the type of fish called the semtundu, or mukoro in our language. I think in English it's catfish. But there is another one, I have adventured 2 bones. Those who will come on 11th August, we shall eat those fish and you will just pick it from it so that you can prove that Marcel is a real adventurer, is a real explorer. So we are doing this because we want to promote the local tourism from the local to the international global market. As Marcel, as an explorer, we are doing this because Rubirizi, which is formerly known as Bunyaruguru, has not been known about the beauty of what we have. So what do we do? Every 11th of August, we have an expo called Adventure Rubirizi, part of Uganda Tourism Expo. This is where we bring out things that has not been known by anybody. This is where we bring things that we have adventured, that we have got, that we have adventured from different places and bring them on board, on market.
You talked about transparent lakes. And I'm curious, what makes this transparent? How
let me finish this. So in every 24th of November, we have an expo called the Rubirizi Tigicha Tourism Expo. Last year we brought it here in Kampala at Popopo. I think this year we're going to put it at either at the National Theatre, we shall get another place, or at Popopo. Then every 26th of December, we have another expo called Nature Tigicha Tourism Expo. Nature Tigicha, it's where we have, are you seeing now what the activities we have?
Yes.
We have banana rafts competitions. These are made out of banana. We combine them, then people compete. The one who wins, he gets a reward. We have another game, boat competition. We have also another activity called swimming competition in that crater lake. And at that time we were at the lake in Kubute, which is the shape of our Africa. And even on August, on 11th August, we shall be at Lake Nkuru. It's where we shall eat fish from. It's where we shall plant trees. And I have a partner with the Lions Club of Rubirizi, this and others. So that's why I'm calling also UTB to come on board, and they can also internalize what we are trying to promote and what we have adventured, what we have explored that other people have not explored, so that we can promote Rubirizi's tourism from the local tourism to the global tourism market. Because we have a target of bringing tourists, if we get the support from UTB, to bring tourists, at least 1 million tourists in 1 year. And I know with the effort of UTB and Ministry of Tourism, we have the capacity, because we have injected money, we have injected time, we have injected talent. I think about nature, culture, and tourism. As I told you briefly, Rubirizi is, when God was creating Uganda, he was standing in Rubirizi. Because I think his brain was still fresh, he concentrated that when you come to Rubirizi, Marcel can show you his greatness and love of God when you come to Rubirizi. Because when you come to Rubirizi, it's exceptional, it's totally different. I told you have 110 craters.
Yes.
But out of 110 craters, I have adventured that with Mzee Dominique, we have adventured that we have 32 crater lakes. We have 28 crater swamps. We have at least 50 empty craters. When you combine them, they make 110 and above. And out of 32 crater lakes, we have 2 transparent lakes. We have 4 pairs of twin lakes. One of them is the one we are seeing. And these are called Lava's lakes. They have their own story, which we have also discovered, which is real, which I don't want to go far. So, Adventure Rubirizi, the power of Uganda with Marcel, private lecturer, the lecturer who lectures a lecture of nature by nature. And I want to be very open to you. We are doing this because we want to promote our tourism, we want to conserve nature. That's why we shall plant very many trees on that day. And we hope and we request that UTB can come on board, Ministry of Tourism can come on board. I want to thank such a people, because when you're doing something, there are people that come near you who support you. When we brought an expo here in Kampala last year, Commissioner Mr. Diaz, at least he attended, he can witness. When we made the festival Nature Tigicha in Rubirizi, Madam Mrs. Ahola Batkakoza, Pal Hola Kakoza. She was the guest of honor. When she came, she was also surprised. She said, "This is the gold of Uganda." and she launched one of the songs which was saying Rubirizi Bunyaruguru is the part of Uganda. Mr. Vincent Bamgaya, he came, Professor Berinde. So these people have been coming and witnessing that what I'm promoting and what I have adventured is really Rubirizi is the part of Uganda and Uganda is the part of Africa. Proving it from the facts, that I have also brought out an adventure.
Like I did mention, please take us through the transparent lakes, because for me, I'm curious and I'm wondering if the viewers are also not wondering about the transparent lakes. What exactly makes this transparent as we get to
this information that I'm telling you, very many people have not understood it because they have not injected time, energy and money to understand it. I told you, very many people, they know one transparent lake which is in Banyabindi called the Kamunzuku. But we have two. One is called Kamunzuku, a transparent lake. Another one is called Karolero. It is found in Ibaramagambo. This part of Nyamsingiri, it is found in Queen Elizabeth National Park. Now, why are they transparent? This is the information that I'm going to tell people, which many people have not been known.
Okay.
One, it is free from alga. This is one. Two, human nature have not tortured its nature. It is still
virgin.
It is still virgin. It has its, I think, unique and the original. I don't know how I can flame it, but people have not tampered with it. Secondly, thirdly, it is seated on the rock.
Okay.
So, and as I told you, all these lakes, they have, they are oval shaped because they are volcanic eruption. In Rubirizi, we got a chance. We are bordering with Queen Elizabeth National Park, which is in the Western Rift Valley. So in Rubirizi, we have a Rift Valley, which was formed by faulting, and we have crater lakes, which were formed by volcanic eruption. So we have faulting and we have volcanic eruption. So which you can't find anywhere in other places. So the thing is, I'm inviting, as I'm a nature community guide, a nature adventurer, a nature explorer, I'm inviting everybody in the whole country, in the whole world, to come to Rubirizi, adventure that Rubirizi is the part of Uganda and Uganda is the part of Africa, which was adventured or explored by Marcel private lecture.
Interesting. What better way can we put tourism without bringing you all these beautiful discoveries out there that you have not yet seen? Mr. Marcelo is inviting you to explore the Pearl of Uganda, Rubirizi district. We are still on Good Morning Uganda, and coming in is Julie Nataba. Please stick around.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Good morning, Uganda. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's UBC TV that you are watching, and welcome back from GMU Tourism Express. My name is Julie Nataba Musisi to take you through that moment for business. And we are starting off with matters energy. And the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development has officially launched Uganda's much anticipated biofuels blending program, making and marking a major milestone in the country's transition towards sustainable energy. Now, addressing the press at the Uganda Media Center, Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, emphasized the need for collaborative efforts among all stakeholders to ensure that the program is successful. The commitment and commencement of Uganda's biofuels blending program is a milestone in the energy transition journey. The initiative begins with the blending of petroleum motor spirit, PMS, commonly known as petrol, with 5% fuel-grade ethanol, referred to as E5. The objectives of the program: enhance energy security, promoting environmental stewardship, and boosting investment and innovation in the energy sector. Dr. Nankabirwa further noted that the ministry and her ministry made substantial progress in preparing for the rollout, ensuring that the necessary regulatory, infrastructural, and stakeholder readiness in accordance with biofuels licensing regulations 2022. Uganda will commence with a 5% ethanol blend of petrol. Now, this ratio will gradually scale up to 20% target set by the Biofuels Act of 2020. And the launch of the biofuels blending program signals the government of Uganda's commitment to building a sustainable energy secure future for the nation. Now, let's move on to matters education. Mpondwe Muslim Vocational Secondary School is planning to construct a two-storied block with 8 classrooms to accommodate the growing number of students seeking education. The existing infrastructure is inadequate, negatively impacting the learner's experience. This challenge is further exacerbated by a shortage of qualified science teachers. Mpondwe Muslim Vocational Secondary School, located in Mpondwe Mpondwe Rubirizi Town Council, Kasese District, is a community-based Muslim-founded institution providing secondary education. Now, established in the year 2002 by the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council under Bwera Main Mosque, the school was founded to support underprivileged learners and promote hands-on vocational skills. The school enrollment has increased from 14 students, that is 10 boys and 4 females in 2002, to 509 students in 2025. The upward trend number has overwhelmed the current infrastructure. To address the space shortage, the school plans to raise 395 million to construct a two-storied block with 8 classrooms. Thomas Tayebwa, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, will steer the exercise. This dilapidated structure serves as a reading room, and most classrooms are shared. The school has only 5 computers to support its ICT curriculum, and the school leadership remains hopeful that government intervention will improve learning conditions, attract more enrollments, and better serve the students as well as the teachers. Now, let's look at matters growing Boda riders and their industry, but amongst all their livelihoods. In a landmark step to address inadequate accommodation for Boda riders, the United Boda Riders Cooperative Union has acquired over 13 hectares of land in Matebusunju, Mitiana district. With more than 1.2 million Boda riders in Uganda, the initiative will help them retire into decent homes and escape the rental cycle that hampers savings. The project is structured around affordable installment payments. The 13-acre land is subdivided into 154 plots, measuring either 50 by 50 or 50 by 25 feet. Each rider will secure a plot with a deposit of 250,000 Uganda shillings, followed by daily installments over 1 to 2 years. Maweje notes that 90% of Boda operators still live in rented houses, often with large families, making it hard to save or invest in permanent homes. To avoid congestion and slum-like development, the union will construct houses on fully paid plots. These homes, valued at 30 million shillings, will be offered through a rent-to-own model with flexible daily payments. Riders across the country have welcomed the project, saying it offers hope for secure retirement and hope for ownership, long hindered by hand-to-mouth earnings, school fees, and rising living costs. Now, with that story, let's have a look at what we have in the Forex rates today. And that is as of yesterday, 1st of July, 2025. The US dollar was buying at 3,589.77 and selling at 3,599.77. By midday, it was buying at 3,589.86 and selling at 3,599.86, and it closed in at 3,589.86, maintaining there, and selling at 3,599.86. The British pound was buying at 4,933.90 and selling at 4,947.64. Closed in at, the euro was buying at 4,230.29 and selling at 4,242.07. The Kenyan shilling was buying at 27.82 and selling at 27.90, and the Tanzanian shilling at 1.36, a slight increase there, and selling at 1.36, and the South African rand was buying at 203.10 and selling at 203.67. Well, that brings us to the end of our business segment. Up next is the agenda, and being a Wednesday, we are talking matters cooperatives as we look forward to celebrating the International Day of Cooperatives on the 5th of July. So stick around for the show. Save the number 0709602592 to be a part of the conversation. Good morning, Uganda.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Pick of the day on UBC.
Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion. Shop and pay with your FlexiPay. Cashback, instant. It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion.
It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion. Simply shop and pay with your FlexiPay at activating outlets and enjoy instant cashbacks. Terms and conditions apply. Stanbic Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda, and customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund up to 10 million Uganda shillings.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite free friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Every Wednesday, live in our studios in the heart of Kampala.
We have to change the political culture in this country, really. who has bewitched Ugandans?
I want to assure you, as government, we shall do whatever it takes to ensure that Ugandans are safe.
We have conversations that have analysis, explanation.
This law society, this union of theirs, because they want a job everywhere, they want to be this, they want to be that, they want... No. We know it's a union.
You cannot be making a road, bitumen grade 1, in Congo for 5 billion.
But not every truth is fact, and not every fact is truth.
The argument that the General Court Martial is responsible for peace and stability is without basis, either in law or in fact.
We have been told how Napoleon was a great orator. Now, Napoleon cannot help me get food. They told me combine harvest in Saskatchewan. I don't know where Saskatchewan is. This is a geography we're taught. Instead of teaching me how to preserve Mabera forest, they're teaching me about Rhineland. This is a problem we got. We cannot run away from it.
Right now, you hear very disgusting stories of members of parliament. Instead of discussing the details of loans, they ask for their cuts.
Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
Broadcaster, UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Juko. Yo. Wachiko. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Uganda, haven't you heard of the Parish development model, PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, it is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a poultry project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better.
PDM, my parish, my development, my life. In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
In all these years, we emphasize 2 words, wealth and jobs, and we try to waken our people up to show them where wealth and jobs come from.
The Parish Development Model, PDM, is a bold initiative that is reshaping Uganda's rural economy. By allocating 100 million shillings to each parish annually, PDM empowers households by unlocking opportunities for wealth creation.
This program will be maintained. Each year we send 100 million for the parish. If you get the 1 million, you can buy some goats, you can buy some pigs, you can buy even young cows.
Farmers are transitioning from subsistence farming to commercial agriculture, laying the groundwork for wealth creation and improved livelihoods.
This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency. And that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that Masao business. in Soroti, and he was talking about how to improve household income.
With the PDM, you bring back the money after 24 months. But in the third year, you would get another 100 million paid back by those who got first.
The president's message is a mindset changer. Becoming rich does not mean you should have a lot of land, you should have a lot of education, you just need a vision and implement and start from where you are.
So therefore, this PDM is to get all of you out of poverty. That's why we said 100 million per parish per year.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Good morning, Uganda. Thank you so much for being on the show. Like I've mentioned earlier, it's every Wednesday that we talk about cooperatives, and we are looking forward to the 5th of July, where we get to celebrate the International Day of Cooperatives. And today in particular, we are celebrating, of course, like we had started 3 weeks back, but today we look at inclusive and sustainable solutions for a better world. And who better to be on this conversation than representatives from the UCA, that is the Uganda Cooperative Alliance. Ivan Asimwe, CPA, General Secretary of the Uganda Cooperative Alliance, as well as Wilson Nyabutundu, who is the Lobby and Advocacy Manager of the Uganda Cooperative Alliance. Like I told you, 0709-602-592 is your WhatsApp number to save, so that you are able to share your opinion or ask them questions. Plus also join in on the celebrations that we are having until the day is dealt and dusted with in Fort Portal City. Once again, good morning and welcome to the show. Good morning, Ivan.
Good morning. How are you? I'm really very happy to be here. And
I want to call you my fellow presenter.
All our viewers. I'm really very happy today. I'm the host now.
Hey. Good morning, Wilson.
Good morning, Julie, and good morning, viewers. UBC, thank you for always for giving us this opportunity to be able to communicate to the cooperators out there and the general public. Thank you.
Indeed. I almost want to say that Ivan has now become a presenter of Good Morning Uganda. He only appears one day every Wednesday, but we'll look into management to see if he joins the show. But let's start off with Ivan asking you what this year's theme is as we look forward to celebrating the International Day of Cooperatives and how exactly it aligns and resonates with the values of Uganda Cooperative Alliance.
Oh, thank you so much, Julie. And I want to begin by really appreciating UBC and specifically you, Julie, that now today you have accepted that I host you.
Yeah. I wonder if you're the one who will be asking me questions. Or...
Yeah, you'll be the one now. I'm very happy. Cooperators,
yes,
you can all see that we are happy because we are in our week. Every cooperator outside there should be happy, should be very grateful that we are here to celebrate. And we are celebrating where the theme is, we are driving inclusive, sustainable solutions as cooperatives for a better world. That's very good, inclusive and sustainable, because cooperatives promote inclusivity. The young, the old, the elite. I don't usually like to use the word illiterate. It is wrong. Those who have studied English and those who know little of English. But you see, when you say illiterate, no, it is not right.
They just don't speak the same language.
Yes, the professionals, the non-professionals, all of us, we are in cooperatives. Unlike in the past, we should really celebrate this, because in the past, Julie, whenever you talk about cooperatives, people would think of the poor, the rural. I remember in 2003 when I had just joined a SACCO as a cashier, whoever would call me, Ivan, where are you? I'm a cash of a SACCO. A SACCO? What is a SACCO? So immediately, one of them told me that, Ivan, I thought you were a bright guy. Are you sure you passed your papers? So working in the SACCO was like a curse by then, 2003. But I'm happy to tell you that today we have masters, we have professionals in the cooperatives, lawyers, doctors, engineers, the army, the police, the coffee farmers, the dairy, the cotton. Everybody wants to associate with cooperatives. And we have a platform here where we sit as cooperators and talk about issues of cooperatives, which was never there before. And for that matter, I have a reason to appreciate UBC for giving us this opportunity. Cooperators, whoever is watching, join me to appreciate UBC. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We didn't have this opportunity. So we should really, we are here to celebrate, one, the issue of visibility. Cooperatives were just behind the kitchens. You could not tell these educated, especially the economists, to tell them that I'm in a cooperative, that is a failure. They could not even believe that this thing works. But I'm very happy to tell you, even economists now, they have cooperatives because they have realized that capitalism is here to exploit people, is not here to develop people. That's why we are talking about inclusivity and sustainability, because inclusivity, it means everybody is involved. Sustainability, you are looking at today, but being mindful of the future. And these are cooperatives that will take us, because cooperatives, once you bring people together, once they love each other, once they have the passion for each other, then you are sure of the future. That is why we are here to celebrate. Number two, why we are celebrating the bank, the cooperative bank. I'm always happy. And I want to tell Ugandans, today, I know me and you, we have a milestone to celebrate.
That's right.
After 25 years lamenting, finally we have a cooperative bank, which we have formed, and I'm calling upon all cooperatives outside there, even in Fort Portal. We shall have all the information concerning the Coop Bank, and I want to call upon cooperators, let us capitalize our bank. We have lamented, we have cried, enough is enough. Now that we have our child, let's see how to grow the baby to become a mature person. Another thing why we are celebrating is because government adopted the cooperative model. You have seen our Excellency, and I want to thank him, the President. Wherever he's going, SACCO, be a member of a SACCO, form a SACCO, form a SACCO, form a SACCO. That message is very good. That is public relations. Because once a head of state is promoting a model, then it is between me and you who should sit as technical people and make it work. So we are so grateful, and we have a reason to celebrate for the support of government, for the support of His Excellency, that everybody now wants to be part and parcel of the cooperative movement. So we have a reason to celebrate. And we have, like we have mentioned, where you are talking of the theme which is driving inclusive and sustainable solutions for a better world. We want a better world where everybody is happy. I don't really like a world where a few people are very rich, surrounded by very many poor people. And poor here, you don't mean people who don't have money, but poor means that you are passing on opportunities repeatedly. That's the meaning of the word poor. Passing on opportunities repeatedly. The Bazungus did not tell us the truth to define the word poor. It is ideally meaning, for them they know. And that's why they call us a poor country. Why? We are donating our wealth to them. You get your coffee here, send it to Europe, they process Nescafe, they send it back at 200,000+ per kilo, when you exported your own kilo of coffee at 10,000. So, and at the end of the day, when they are very okay, very satisfied, they start calling us beggars, and they say, we are a poor country. They are right, because we are passing on our coffee for them to make money, and we remain poor. We are passing on our milk. The other day we are here. A kilogram of milk to a farmer, he gets 1,000 shillings. The same milk, they just get Kavera, pack it, and put it in a supermarket. And in the supermarket, the same milk that you sold at 1,000, the other person is selling it at 4,000. What is it that you cannot do in order to make this money? So these are things that we should look at as educated people. I want to tell you, Julie, and I want to tell everybody here, we go to school not to speak good English like I'm speaking. I may not be a good orator, but at least people can listen. No, we go to school to acquire knowledge and skills for us to be able to develop ourselves first, develop our country, Uganda, which is a part of Africa, and develop Africa, which is a continent gifted by nature. This is why we go to school.
Right.
Yeah.
Passing on opportunities repeatedly. That is a takeaway from me as this conversation has just started. If it hasn't got you, then I'm not so sure. You should really engage and be on the conversation. 0709602592. We are looking forward to celebrating the International Day of Cooperatives on Saturday, the 5th of July. And just as Ivan has stated, the theme is inclusive and sustainable solutions for a better world, but ideally, indeed, as he has elaborated, it also feeds into the reason for UCA's existence. Let me come to you, Wilson. What are the current advocacy priorities of UCA around sustainability as well as inclusion?
Yes, Julie, thank you very much. But perhaps before I come to the advocacy and lobby issues currently that we are handling, I just want to let the viewers and cooperators in particular to reflect on the celebration of International COP Day. COP Day, as cooperators, has a very rich history. Celebration of the COP Day started well back in 1923 by the International Cooperative Alliance. And since then, it has been globally celebrated. Now, that shows you how important the cooperative movement is in fostering inclusive and sustainable development across the globe. And similarly, in around 1992, the UN also started recognizing the role of cooperative movement in economic development. And as such, in December 1995, the UN General Assembly passed a resolution also to adopt celebrating the International COP Day on every first Saturday of July of each year. So that shows you how significant the cooperative movement is in spearheading the development of communities and societies across the globe, and in particular in Uganda. Now, as Uganda Cooperative Alliance, we are the apex body responsible for fostering issues concerning the cooperative movement in the country. And there are a number of issues that we are handling in collaboration with other stakeholders and other cooperative stakeholders to ensure that we realize sustainable and inclusive development. Now, these issues vary across board. For instance, like CPA Ivan Asimu has been explaining, one of the advocacy issues we are handling is the re-establishment of the National Cooperative Bank. And as he said, now the Cooperative Bank, a financial institution for the cooperators, is now has been rebirthed, if I can use the term. It's now a baby. It's now a baby, and we think in the near future we shall have the Cooperative Bank running. Now, once we establish the Cooperative Bank, it will enable cooperators to access tailored financial services that are tailored to their needs, especially to their agriculture needs. So that is an advocacy issue that we have been handling over the last 5 or so years, and we continue to pursue that. And what I can tell cooperators is that we have the support of government. We have been working with the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives in assuring that the cooperative bank is established.
Right.
The other advocacy issue is about our savings, credit and cooperative societies, commonly the ones we call SACCOs. You know, according to reports by UBOS, it's only 10% of our adult population that is banked, less than 10%. So we have been having a financial gap in terms of our people who are banked. Less than 10% of our adult population has account banks, all accounts in the banks. And that financial gap is now being bridged by cooperatives, the SACCOs. And it's the SACCOs that reach the smallholder farmers, it's the SACCOs that reach people in the rural areas. And now the advocacy issue we are working on around those SACCOs is the issue to do with the regulatory framework of the SACCOs. Now, according to the current regulatory framework, the SACCOs are supposed to be licensed by Bank of Uganda, are supposed to be licensed by Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, and are supposed to be licensed by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives. So it is a very demanding regulatory framework. So we are working with the government to ensure that this regulatory framework is aligned to the needs of the SACCOs so that we don't demand much from them in terms of regulation. So that is a key advocacy issue that we are handling.
Right.
The other advocacy issue we are currently handling is accessibility to some of the government programs that are there to support smallholder farmers. And one of them is, for instance, access to the agriculture credit facility. The agriculture credit facility is a facility by Bank of Uganda to ensure that smallholder farmers or agriculture farmers access credit at a low cost. And this facility is managed by commercial banks. But what we have found out is that there is limited access by smallholder farmers and who form the bulk of our agriculture sector. So we are in a discussion with the government to see how best we can increase access to this facility by the smallholder farmers. Currently, actually, this facility is accessed by the well-established agriculture farmers. But we want it to trickle down even to the smallholder farmer in the rural areas of Kasese, in the rural areas of Rubirizi, in the rural areas of Karamoja. So that is another advocacy issue we are looking at. We want to see this agriculture credit facility, for instance, can it be administered by the SACCOs, which are closer to the rural population? So those are some of the advocacy issues that we are currently handling, and we hope that when we eventually agree with the government and other stakeholders, it will enhance inclusivity and sustainable development that as cooperators we advocate for. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, Mr. Wilson Yabutundu. He is the advocacy, lobby and advocacy manager at the Uganda Alliance, Cooperative Alliance, and he has been speaking into that matter, but he's not alone, just in case you've just joined the show and you've just switched your TV on. I am with Ivan Asimwe, CPA Ivan Asimwe, who is the General Secretary of the Uganda Cooperative Alliance, as we look forward to celebrating the International Day of Cooperatives in the whole world and in Uganda in particular, looking at the theme which is inclusive and sustainable solutions for a better world. 0709602592 is your WhatsApp number to engage. And to read a couple of your comments, good morning, I'm Kaga Thomas from Manyagwa, let me please know who removed those cooperatives and why. Have those reasons been solved if they are there anyway? I think the good news is now, you know, cooperatives are active in Uganda. That's what we should focus on. And have the reasons been solved, Ivan, why they were removed in the first place?
Thank you so much. I want to tell the viewers that cooperatives have never been removed. No. They were weakened because of very many factors, which I've ably explained here on this show. And because of time, I may not go through. But of course, we went through turbulences, especially wars, political wars, where most of the cooperative unions lost their assets. And I'm very happy with the government that most of these unions and societies have been compensated, and the government is still compensating. Even when you check in this year's budget, there's a component of compensation to cooperatives. So, and then the other issues include the poor governance and management, which we are working on. So cooperatives have never been removed. They were on a weekend, but I'm happy that they have come back. And here we are talking. Yeah, I know we had taken time without coming like here on TV, but we are here and we have a reason to really appreciate you for this opportunity. And even the viewers for always being there every Wednesday. Now cooperators, they sit and wait for the program. So that, and I'm very happy when they are contributing, because it is one way of learning. And for us, we don't take anything in a negative way, because cooperators know what they want, and they want information so that as they build, they learn from history and do it much better. Julie, I want to tell the viewers that in addition to what my friend Mr. Wilson has mentioned, we have a reason to celebrate 1 or 2 or 3, because I had mentioned some. If you have to look at the business volumes now, he has mentioned the circles. We have now circles that are bigger than the commercial banks, like Wazalendo. It's bigger. It's in the trillions of money. Then even these rural circles, Liamujungu, Moyo Sako, Chamuhunga Sako, Ebo Sako, these are giants, parliamentary.
In fact, I wanted to ask you, for you to share examples of cooperatives altogether in Uganda that are making tangible impact on inclusion and sustainability.
That's why we are celebrating. Those are the circles. Then you go to agriculture. Ankole Coffee Producers Cooperative Union is now exporting over 200 containers of coffee to Europe. And most interestingly, when they make what they call a surplus, cooperatives don't make profits. It's a surplus. They come back and pay back to the farmers, which they call premium. So in addition to paying farmers the money for their coffee, they come back every year and pay a premium, and you find farmers celebrating. So ideally, if this union was not there, it means that the farmers would become slaves of the middlemen, and all this money would be going to the pockets of the middlemen. That's why you find, if you have, I don't know, Julie, whether you have ever asked your question, how come that a farmer is poor, but a middleman is having arcades in Kampala, driving the best vehicles at the expense of a poor farmer?
And they call it deal.
You can call it deal. So the only solution is to bring those farmers together, so that they own the whole chain from production up to marketing. We also celebrate the numbers, because currently we have over 46,000 registered cooperatives in the country. These are circles, production and marketing cooperatives, energy, transport, housing, all those cooperatives combined together, including the Apex UCA. We have over 46,000 with those business volumes. And we want to appreciate the government, because this number has moved very fast due to PDM and the Myoga. Some people, of course, talk about challenges, implementation challenges. But I want to tell you, there is nothing without a challenge. Even yourself, where you are, you have a challenge. But how to come out of this challenge is what we should be looking at. Then we also have to celebrate the contribution of cooperatives in terms of employment. Do you know that currently cooperatives are employing over 16% of Ugandans? This is a very big milestone. So many people are employed in cooperatives now. We also have a reason to celebrate our contribution to GDP. 2.68% to GDP is from cooperatives. I was reading it's around 2.3 trillion now. It's a lot of money. So it means that we have a reason to celebrate because we are contributing to this country. So members, join us to celebrate. But before we come to Saturday, because Saturday is the day for celebrations, and this is not a Ugandan thing, this is global, like as mentioned. Right from the time when UN adopted this, and then gazetted the first Saturday of every July to be a day for us to celebrate. And the most important thing this year is that this year has been gazetted by UN as the year for cooperatives. That's why you see I'm very smart in this attire, because I'm in the mood that we are celebrating as cooperators. People who used to be hidden in the garages behind there, you could not even tell a person that I work in a circle. People would not even give you a seat in a party. They would say a circle. There is a time where in a certain training somewhere. So when I introduced myself, Ivan Asimwe, by then I think I was a CPA. CPA Ivan Asimwe, general manager, a circle. The guy of Centenary Bank, anyway, I'm sorry to mention this, but he left. The guy was working there. The guy stands up and says, these uneducated people, can you imagine? And by then I had even finished my master's. But the fact that you were in a circle then, people could not appreciate that you are worth sitting near them. But do you know that today, even circles, they sit with the Governor Bank of Uganda, they sit with the professors, they are now recognized, they are now on top of the table.
On that note, let me pose a question to Wilson. What roles do you think cooperatives have played in achieving Uganda's sustainable goals?
Yes, thank you, Julie, and the viewers. Like we have been discussing, cooperatives play a very crucial role in the development process of our country, and as we have indicated, even globally. One, cooperatives, like CPA Ivan Asimwe has said, now employ about 10%, 16% of our population, both directly and indirectly. Now, when cooperatives are in place, people are able to get involved in economic activities, both as employees and also as service providers or as producers. Now, when people are employed directly or indirectly, they are able to earn a living, meaning that cooperatives are contributing to increasing people's incomes, and as people's incomes increase, they are able to access improved health care, they are able to pay fees for their children, especially the savings and credit cooperatives. They have been key in providing services to our population so that we have a decent education for our population. So cooperatives have been providing employment opportunities to our people as part of our economic development journey. The other aspect that cooperatives have made a contribution is in the area of training and information sharing. Like we are on TV here, we are sharing information, we are passing out education to the cooperators and also the general public. So that is a key role that cooperatives have played in terms of inclusive and sustainable development in the country. The other aspect that cooperatives have contributed is the creation of opportunities in terms of innovation. So many innovations are taking place, and these innovations have spurred employment opportunities, but also created opportunities for investment. So cooperatives provide opportunities for investment, and which investments have a multiplier effect in terms of employment creation, in terms of services provision. The other aspect that cooperatives play is the aspect of of training. Like we have said, now cooperatives have contributed to a pool of trained financial specialists.
Right.
Now in the circles we have quite a number of people employed there who are able to, say, work in banks and other sectors of the economy. So cooperatives are a training space for our population, especially the young people. And we would actually encourage that young people, the youth, where possible, should join cooperatives so that they have access to some of these opportunities if we are to realize the required development trajectory that we need as a country. Thank you, Julie.
Right, and speaking of the youth, coming to you, Ivan, if we look at the youth-focused initiatives, if we look at people living with disabilities, things that are friendly to them to work with, as well as even gender balance, what progress has the UCA made in promoting inclusive cooperative models to handle all these marginalized groups?
Oh, thank you so much. As UCA, we have implemented very many programs that are really focusing on youth and people with disabilities. And beyond that, we have even supported the cooperatives to develop policies to ensure that the youth and the people with disabilities are part and parcel of the governance systems of the circles, whereby you say most of these cooperatives, when you go there now, you'll find their policy, especially like on the board, they say at least a minimum of 2 shall be female. Then this one shall be a person with a disability. So we have supported the policies in that regard. Then we have also supported businesses for the youth and the people with disabilities. There are even like some cooperatives for the youth, like these Bodas you see. They are for the younger people, like a Myoga, promoted by government. Some of them are for the youth. The people with disabilities also have, under their union, they even have a circle, which we have supported. So for us, we are looking at inclusivity, everyone, because cooperatives don't segregate. Whether you are young, whether you are old, whether you have a disability, as long as you are created by God and you want to cooperate and work with others, for us, we do not segregate. So Julie, maybe to inform the cooperators on what is happening, we started with the national prayers, and this was led by the Interreligious Council of Uganda, coordinated by him, Mr. Wilson. It was very successful. We launched the national blood donation in Jinja, plus the health camp, and they were very successful. I can able to tell Ugandans that so far we have collected more than 1,000 units of blood. This is aimed at saving lives. Today, from here, we are going to the media center for the press release, and we shall be with our minister who will be making a statement. So I request the country, let's come together. I know tomorrow, even today, it will be all over the media, and we want to appreciate the media. You know, you cannot do this without the media. Then we shall also have a national symposium on Friday at Nyaika Hotel in Fort Portal City. And why the symposium? The symposium is where we come and join our brains together. We have highly skilled and competent people who will be presenting to us. We have professors, and the keynote speaker will be Dr. Muhumuza, who is a great economist. So as cooperators, we are not looking at small things. We are looking at how best can we compete, how best can we enter the regional and international markets. So this is what we are looking at. So the symposium will be to open our minds, exchange ideas, discuss, and then strategically come up with a position as cooperatives. So it will be on Friday at Nyaika Hotel.
Right.
Then still, we shall have the exhibitions. All cooperatives will be coming, they will be there at Boma grounds, exhibiting what they do. Whether circles, whether cooperatives in coffee, cotton, maize, everything, housing, they will all be there. So I want to call upon all Ugandans where we are. Let's join together. Let us, I know this time we may not have enough money as cooperators, but let's squeeze the little we can to go and celebrate together in Fort Portal. We learn a lot in the symposium, when they are in the expo, people will be, we learn a lot. And then final on Saturday, we shall be celebrating at Bomber Ground, and His Excellency the President is expected to be the chief guest. And there is a lot still that we are going to share. So this is the whole thing. Now, why are we doing all of these activities, even tree planting, by the way? So far, the records show that we have planted almost close to 1 million trees. So in fact, the National Forest Authority, NEMA, they should be coming on ground to celebrate with us, because we are contributing a lot towards preserving our environment.
Did you get the winner though for the tree planting project?
No, we cannot disclose today. we shall open the envelope on Saturday.
On Saturday.
So for those who are still planting, you try plant more trees and share videos.
Right.
We shall get the one who has planted most, and we shall give you an award. Why are we doing this? I am telling you, if we don't conserve and preserve our environment, we are at a risk. You can now see the quantity of rain that we receive. It means that human activities have tampered with the ecosystem. So we need to make sure that we put it back.
Right.
So we have planted more than 1 million, and cooperators, myself, have planted over 10 trees. And we want many, many, many cooperators planting. So a lot has happened, and while we are doing all these activities, we are implementing our 7th principle of cooperatives, which is a community concern. So cooperators, I'm very happy, and I want to call upon everyone. Friday, Saturday, let us all be in Fort Portal City. It's a very good city, very beautiful city, very clean city.
True.
Accommodation is there. We have enough security, so everything will be guru.
And speaking of the tree planting challenge, if you still want to participate on the challenge, the number for you to send your WhatsApp video is 0776312250. Capture yourself planting that tree. Capture a video of yourself planting that tree and send it to that number. You will stand a chance to win a mega prize that was not mentioned, because it has to be mentioned on Saturday. It has to be revealed on Saturday. And just to engage a couple of your comments as we begin to close. Good morning. I'm happy with the discussion on UBC TV. Thank you so much for being on the show. This is Richard Bulete. And thank you so much for the discussion. I'm Milton from ABIM. How can I get access? How can I access the agricultural credit from Commercia Bank? For, I think, commercial bank?
Yes.
Okay. How would you answer that? Wilson, let Wilson answer this.
Okay.
The question is from Milton, who is in ABIM, and he asks how can he get access to the agricultural credit from Commercia Bank?
Yes, thank you, Milton, for that pertinent question, and that is the reason why we are here. Like I said, the agriculture credit finance facility is a facility administered by Bank of Uganda, but through commercial banks. And it is a very well costly, favoring agriculture farmers. Now, like I have indicated, it is through commercial banks that you can access this facility. And one of the commercial banks that is managing this facility is Centenary Rural Development Bank. I'm not sure whether ABIM has a branch of Centenary Bank, but if you have a branch of Centenary Bank, then you can go to Centenary Bank and they will tell you what you need to submit, and then you will have access to the facility, Milton. So if you want to access the facility, get to any of the Centenary Bank branch close to you, either in ABIM or Pader or Kitugum, then you will be served. Thank you.
Maybe, right. Juliet, just to make a reminder,
yes,
Milton, I want to thank you for this question. Like he has explained, this is government money administered by BOU, but going through commercial banks, aimed at supporting the smallholder farmers, because financial access has been a challenge. So this is a fund that is low costly, but aimed at ensuring that the smallholder farmers especially access it, use it for business purposes. So, and it is going through these commercial banks. However, as Uganda Cooperative Alliance, given our mandate, we are trying to engage government, and the government is responding that if possible, let this money go through the cooperative structures so that it reaches downstream. Of recent, we engaged the Governor Bank of Uganda, and he is very positive, and we hope for the best. So possibly, Milton, if you haven't gone to the commercial bank, better go there. This money is there for farmers.
Right.
But in the event that maybe government quickens this process, that the money goes through the circles, then Milton and the others, you'll be able to get money. Thank you.
And that brings us to the end of today's discussion. Saturday, 5th July, in Uganda, the main celebrations of the International Day of Cooperatives will be in Fort Portal City, Boma grounds, with the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, expected to be as the chief guest. And a lot of activities started already, still going on, and will be held as well on that very day. So if you're a cooperator, make your way to Fort Portal City and have that good plot for your weekend, but one that also adds value to your life. For now, good morning, Uganda. Up next is JMU Sports. Let me see you again tomorrow. Good morning, Uganda.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Pick of the day on UBC.
Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders